Did you see this? This is nuts. Okay, Leon Black. Okay, he's a billionaire deep in the Epstein files. He owns the school picture company. How creepy is that, guys? How creepy is it that Leon Black, everybody, every school in America uses LifeTouch. Millions of photographs, upload them on the computer where you can order the photos. But like this guy, this Epstein guy owned that company that like, are they like deep faking your children when they take their school photos? I mean, think about the ramifications about how this guy could deep fake every child in America, right? And I mean, the ultimate catalog to browse. Like, how gnarly is that, guys? Isn't that the gnarliest? Like, even just thinking about that is absolutely crazy, dude. Unfucking believable. I don't know if LifeTouch does every school. What I will say about LifeTouch is this. Every school that my son has been in has been LifeTouch photos. Every school he went to, from kindergarten through middle school through high school, was all LifeTouch. So here is their public statement. It says, at LifeTouch, student safety goes beyond the camera lens. As a trusted partner to schools for 90 years, we're committed to protecting privacy and personal information. It says LifeTouch images are shared only for the purposes of school records and to allow parents or guardians to purchase them. It says they follow all federal, state, and local privacy laws. They never share, sell, or license images to train AI models. They've never provided images, it says, to a third party, but it says that no one employed by Apollo or Shutterfly has any access to student images. And it says LifeTouch is not named in the Epstein files. The documents contain no allegations that LifeTouch itself was involved in or photos were used in. But here's the problem, guys. The problem is this guy, Leon Black. This guy is all over the Epstein files. For whatever reason, he paid a whole bunch of money to Epstein. He founded Apollo Global, and I believe Apollo Global bought LifeTouch, is how the connection goes. He co-founded Apollo Global, and then Apollo Global bought LifeTouch. Okay, so Apollo Global bought Shutterfly in 2019, okay? And then Shutterfly had acquired LifeTouch in 2018. And so LifeTouch is a subsidiary of Shutterfly, which is a subsidiary of Apollo, which is majority owned, managed by Apollo. So here's why people are concerned. Between 2012, right, and 2017, Leon Black is paying Epstein $158 million. And he is deeply involved in the files. We don't know what he paid him for. Epstein doesn't really have a job. And then in 2018, Shutterfly, okay, bought LifeTouch. And then in 2019, Leon Black's Apollo Global Management bought Shutterfly, which has all those photos, the Shutterfly photos, and LifeTouch. And then, Epstein, of course, ends up dead. Then 2 years later, in 2021, Leon Black steps down. But, did Leon Black, right, from Epstein, people, I guess, are wondering, did he offload all of those LifeTouch photos and put them somewhere, like on a giant hard drive at Zorro Ranch that was never searched, right? There is a concern that he pays Epstein, and then Apollo Global, snatches up this thing right as this is breaking, because I wonder, let's find out the date. So they bought it on June 10th of 2019. It agreed to buy Shutterfly on June 10th. And Epstein died in like August, right? August 10th. So 2 months. 2 months before Epstein died, they bought this shit. And now, guys, like, isn't that crazy? Like, there's all this AI that's happening, and we know that Peter Thiel was, like, involved in this shit. And, like, Peter Thiel and Elon Elon is very, like, let's be honest, guys. If you look at Elon Musk, like, he doesn't seem concerned about deep faking people. He doesn't seem to have any, right? He's concerned about him getting shit for his thing deep faking, but he doesn't really seem like, I've never seen Elon say, man, we really need some AI regulation, guys. We really need to regulate this shit because they're using my AI that I created. They're using it to disrobe people. Like, wow, we should, right? You've never seen that from Elon. He loves that shit. And Donald Trump is trying to make it so no local or state government can pass a law to regulate AI. So, like, don't you find that weird? That right up in, during Trump's presidency, while these guys are ramping up AI, that Leon Black, like, right, that he's buying up, the photo sites. I mean, I don't know, dude. Let's find out which one was Leon Black's. Us Wexner. Leon Black, okay, said a handwritten poem that said, ended with loves and kisses. Oh, dude, we read this one, right? A VFPC is something to be. A VFPC is something to see. A liver, a lover, a Jeffrey. Let's all give a cheer for today he's 50. 5 decades L or half century. By birds and by bucks, season M's are on his key. Blonde, red, or brunette, spread out geographically. With this net of fish, Jeff's now the old man and the sea. Teaching math trading options or foreign currency. Green eye shades, schemes, and plans. A unique tax strategy. Wet dream and... What is that? I don't even know what that is. 𝗙𝗪? It is 𝗙𝗪, which means it's a French word. It means nightmare, incubus. So wet dream and nightmare, and architect's wild spree. Moscow, Paris, Santa Fe. Santa Fe is where Zorro Ranch is. Alhambra East Jamboree. It says Maxwellian delight. A mother's treasure, great joy most surely. Harvardian patron, brain researcher for extending wannabe. Outrageous, iconoclastic, unconventional, spirit-free. Best of all, a dear friend. A happy birthday, Jeffrey. And via PC is Vanity Fair poster child. But like, dude, when you look at this, I mean, doesn't it seem like he's referencing about like, like, I don't know, C's and M's are his key. I don't know what that means, right? But he's referencing girls spread out geographically, his net of fish, okay? And then he talks about his like growing up, schemes and plans, wet dreams and nightmares, and he mentions all the cities and like, and then he goes on to mention like Harvard patron, right? I don't know, Maxwell, it seems like he's mentioning a lot of specific things like with Larry Summers or with so-and-so. It is like, and a lot of this birthday book felt very inside joke sort of deal. So I guess, guys, this is rather, I don't know, dude, this is rather problematic that, the LifeTouch got purchased by somebody in Epstein's book. And so we don't know if Leon Black offloaded. I mean, guys, think about Doge, okay? Think about what they did with Doge, okay, guys? Elon Musk locked the doors on all of the government buildings, and he sent people in with laptops to just whatever. We don't know what they did. We don't know if they scrubbed data. We don't know if they stole data. We don't know what the fuck they did, but they did something, right? They did something of grabbing all that data and then disappearing to the whole US government. There's no reason Leon Black couldn't have bought LifeTouch, and Elon Musk and Peter Thiel could have gone in there after hours one night and just done an AI scrub and pulled like everything off of those things and put it on a server in, Zorro Ranch's basement. Now, I'm not getting all conspiracy theory, but we have every reason to believe that that could have happened. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe there's AI, right? Maybe there's AI deep fake training right now. I don't know, dude. I just don't know. I think that shit is very, very weird.